सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। Vyasacharya has got 4 disciples: Paila, Jaimini, Sumanta. The Paila was the first disciple who propagated the Rig Veda. Paila Maharshi received Rig Veda. Vyasacharya asked Paila Maharshi to propagate Rig Veda. Like other Sishyas, other Vedas, he has given to them to propagate. This Paila Maharshi has got a son known as Veda Dharmaha. Paila Maharshi's son is known as Veda Dharmaha. Veda Dharmaha is the one of the ideal teacher, the most ideal teacher of Brahma Vidya. His student, the disciple by name Deepakaha, requested his Guru Veda Dharma, "Oh Guru, please teach me who is a Guru. Who is a Guru? I want to know." And he asked the second question, "Who is a Sishya? That also you tell me. Who is a Sishya?" Then Veda Dharma started telling about that who is a Guru. He says, mother is the first Guru. Paila Veda Dharma Rishi says, mother is the first Guru. The next Guru is the father. Before giving all these names, he says, whoever teaches good for human beings, he is a Guru. Whoever teaches good, he is known as a Guru. So mother teaches the good things, so therefore she is Guru. Father also teaches, therefore he is also a Guru. Then who next now? Even maternal uncle, maternal aunt also can be called as Guru. They are supposed to teach good. Not only that, even mother-in-law and father-in-law also come under Guru only, because they also teach good. When father gives Brahmopadesham to his son, that father also getting the status of Guru. If that father alone teaches without sending the son to Gurukulam, he himself teaches what? This Brahma Vidya, Veda Purva and Veda Anta, suppose he teaches. His status of Guru increases further. If he is not able to teach, his son will go outside and study in Gurukula. Next, there are some other teachers, gurus, who gives mantra diksha, who teach upasana, and who gives that vrata diksha. They are also come under gurus. And who gives Brahma Vidya also a guru, but he is a Parama Guru. The one who gives Brahma Vidya or Atma Vidya, the one who removes Atma Ajnanam, and one who helps the disciple to cross over the samsara, bhavaroga, that Guru is Parama Guru. He is the ultimate. Why Parama Guru? He will not go afterwards to any other Guru. Even he goes also, it is not for Atma Jnanam. It is only for academic improvement or some scholarship to acquire for teaching. Alone he goes. Once you get Brahma Jnanam from a teacher, that teacher gets the status of Parama Guru, the supreme teacher. Even those who gives this materialistic science, Apara Vidya, physics, chemistry, Siksha, Kalpam, Vyakaranam, Niruktam, Chandas, any other Vidyas they give, they also called as only Guru. Vyasacharya come under Parama Guru. Shankaracharya comes under Parama Guru. So whoever gives Brahma Vidya, Brahma Jnanam, they are all known as Parama Guru. This is what Paila Veda Dharma tells. Paila Maharshi's son, Veda Dharma, tells to Deepakaha, his student. This is about Guru. What about Sishya? Who is Sishya? Sishya is one who follows, implements whatever his or her teacher teaches. He or she alone is called Sishya. Just by attending classes, recording, writing notes, they cannot become Sishyas. Understood. Sishya is one who follow the entire teaching given by his or her teacher, implementing into one's own life, everything, without fail. Hey Deepaka, that disciple alone is a disciple. That person alone is called Shishya. It's first Lakshana. Then he gives one more point. Whenever a Sishya sees any defects, demerits in his or her Guru, that defects they should not tell others. He alone is the real Sishya. He should not tell the Guru's mistakes or errors outside. He has to keep them inside only. Then only he can be called as Shishya. Third point he mentions, Shishya is one, if opportunity comes, he can propagate the teaching what he or she has received from their teacher. Propagating the same thing if opportunity comes. If not, doing Nididhyasanam, dwelling upon the teaching. So these are the 3 points. These 3 gunas are there. He is known as Shishya. So now what is the Parama Guru's job? The Parama Guru is one who removes the samsara problem. Now we are coming to our Parama Guru. Parama Guru is one who removes our samsara problem. What is samsara? Every human being undergoes 3 types of pains. That is called samsara. I am going to show the 3D picture today. Okay? Don't ask me where is the screen, Swamini. This 3D picture is that without screen I can show. Okay? 3D picture. When you look at the newspaper and so many cinemas, advertisements, they show 3D pictures. And we need not look into that cinemas 3Ds. Our life itself is a 3D picture. So let us look into our 3D picture. What is that? That 3D picture is this. 3 types of Ds are there in that. That's all. 3D picture and 3 types of Ds. A, B, C, D, that Ds are there. That is called 3D. What are they? Bhartrihari tells in a beautiful shloka, those 3 Ds are, in Vairagya Shatakam he tells, Vyaghrivatishtati jara paritarjayanti rogascha shatrava iva praharanti deham ayur parisravati bhinna gatadivambhaha lokastadapya hitamacharanti iti chitram. I'll explain. 3 Ds are hidden here in this shloka. Bhartrihari says it is great wonder, chitram. What is chitram? Chitram, not one chitram. Wonders, 3 wonders. What are those 3 wonders? Number 1 is Vyaghra iva, Vyagri iva, Vyaghra here tigress. Tigress. Female puli. Okay. Tigress. Jara iva paritarjayanti. Vyagri iva jara paritarjayanti. Jara means old age. Decay. Decay enna vere edo decay ille. D-E-C-A-Y, decay. So old age I am putting in a decay. Okay. Decay means what? Old age you are decaying enough. This old age, what it does, Paritarjayanti, it shows its finger like tigress. I am here, you are under my grip. Old age. The decaying state, it is showing a finger towards a person like tigress. You are under my grip. You cannot escape from me. How many beauty parlors you go? You cannot escape from me. Like a female tiger. It is, old age is threatening. Paritarjayanti. Just like the cat, when it sees a rat, cat is so happy, a rat is unhappy. Cat is so happy and it moves its tail. Have you seen that? It moves its tail. Now you cannot escape from me, oh rat. The cat says. Like that, old age. Every person is undergoing that pain. Next one is what? Second D. Second D is disease. Rogaha shatravaha iva. Shatravaha iva praharanti deham. Praharanti means they will come and attack. Praharanti means attack. Just as the other enemies from outside kingdoms, they come and attack the king and they capture that king. After capturing that king, they put him in jail. and he becomes a victim, and they beat him, they give lot of pain to him, and he has to suffer a lot. They won't give food, they won't give water, and they always punish him, beating again and again. Shatravaha iva. That is what rogaha shatravaha iva praharanti. Where? Deham. This body. Diseases one by one, one by one. All types of diseases. I don't want to enumerate the names. No one can escape. Rogaha also looks at the person, where can you go? You cannot escape from me. One day or other, in one form or other, you are going to suffer. No one can escape disease. Old age, one decay is one D. Disease is second D. What about third D? Ayuhu parisravati bhinna ghatad iva ambhaha. Death. Death is the third D. No one can escape. That death is like what? Bhartrihari says, Ayuhu prasravati. It is leaking like a water drop. The dribble, the water dribbles now coming from out of the hole of the pot, water pot. When pot has got a hole, there is water inside. What you see now? Drop by drop water comes out. The drips of water comes. That's why they put drips, it seems. In the drip of Ayush leaking, they put drips. So, third D is called death. Ayuhu parisravati, leaking. From where? Bhinna ghatad ambhaiva. From the broken pot, the water, how it leaks. Our Ayush also, every day one date we remove. One drip over. Not one day, 24 hours. Every second is like one drip. Then he says, Lokaha tatha api ahitam acharanti. In spite of these three Ds, decay, disease, death. In spite of these three Ds, people committing a lot of adharmic actions, illegitimate, immoderate actions, and hurting others, killing others, cheating others. So many akramams they are doing in spite of these three Ds. How chitram it is, he says. It's a great wonder. Bhayapada vendamo? Aha, bhayame illa. In spite of three Ds, he says, these three Ds are giving joy or sorrow. No person can say in this universe, decay, disease, death are giving me joy. No one can say. No human being can say. Then what they are giving? Sorrow, dukkham. That is why we all of us want to be healthy all the time. I want to be healthy, free from disease, free from old age struggling to be young, and free from death also struggling and using this medicine, that medicine, and we want to prolong our life more and more, struggling. Every person is struggling to come out of these three pains. That means what? Sukham ichchati. Everyone wants to come out of sorrow, means what? Saha sukham ichchati. He is interested in getting sukham, ananda, santosha. Now what comes for him? Sukha ichcha has come. All of us have sukha ichcha. Sukha ichcha means what? I want to come out of decay, I want to come out of disease, I want to come out of death. Sukha Ichha is there. That Sukha Ichha, every one of us having without exception. Yes? Shastra coins a word for that. Your Sukha Ichha alone is called Moksha Ichha. That Sukham, you are seeking Ananda, happiness. I am calling it as Moksha Ichha. Moksha means what? Much, to be free. I want to be free from these 3D, 3-dimensional pains. 3-dimensional pains are called 3Ds. So Moksha Ichha. Sukha Ichha means what? Moksha Ichha. What do you mean by Moksha? Moksha Ichha, you are calling Moksha Ichha. I can shift that word Moksha Ichha into Atma Jnana Ichha. Why you are under the grip of decay, disease and death? Why you are under the fear of decay, disease and death? Because of Atma Ajnanam. You want to be free from that, therefore you want Moksha, Moksha Ichha. Because that Ichha is because of Atma Ajnanam. Therefore what you have to say now? Moksha Ichha you have to convert into Jnana Ichha. Since Atma Ajnanam is the cause of 3D, so to come out of 3D problem, what is the remedy in Atma Jnanam? Therefore your Moksha Ichha has to be converted into Jnana Ichha or Atma Jnana Ichha. Desire. Now 6 Ds I am giving. 3D over. You want to come out of 3D, you have to hold on to 6D. Desire for Sukham. Desire for Moksha. Desire for Atma Jnanam. 3D over. Now 4th D is Atma Jnanam can come when you look into Shastra. 4th D. Desire for Shastra. Atma Jnanam, desire has to be converted into Shastra Ichha. Desire to study Shastra. Why? I want to get Atma Jnanam. Why? I want to get Moksha. Why? I want to get Sukham. 4 Ds over. Shastra Ichha, you have to do what now? You have to just Shastram is there, no use. You have to do Shravanam. Shravana Ichha, desire to listen. Desire to listen. Shravana Ichha. This is 5th desire. Desire to do Shastra Shravanam. To get Atma Jnanam. Why? Atma Jnanam alone is Moksha. There is no other moksha than Atma Jnanam. There is no other liberation. Moksha means liberation. There is no other liberation other than Atma Jnanam. Atma Jnanam, Atma means self, Jnana means knowledge. There is no moksha other than self-knowledge. Self-knowledge possible when you look into Shastra. Shastra you can look into means not looking with your eyes, you have to listen. Shravana Ichha. That is the 5th D. How to do Shravanam? You read and you listen. I read loudly, Swamini. My voice is so louder. Therefore I read and I listen. Not like that. You have to listen from a Parama Guru. You have to listen from a Parama Guru. So therefore that Parama Guru Ichha you have to develop. Shravana Ichha has to be converted into Guru Ichha. That too Parama Guru Ichha. Why Paramaguru? All other gurus also gurus. But that gurus cannot remove 3D. Okay, that gurus cannot remove 3D. So only Paramaguru can remove the 3D problem. 3D anna marakalilyo adikulla decay, disease and death. So Paramaguru is one. So Guru Ichha, I desire to approach my Guru. 6 D's, desire for Sukham, it is already there. Desire for Moksha, desire for Atma Jnanam, desire for Shastram, desire for Shravanam, desire for Guru. All 6 D's you can convert into 3 D's. How? First 2 you can make into first D. 6 you can classify into 3. Sukha Ichha, Moksha Ichha are synonyms. Therefore, first D. Desire for Sukha, that is Moksha Ichha. First D. And third and fourth you can convert it into one desire. The desire for Shastram and Shravanam. Shastram and Shravanam. Shastram and Shravanam? No. Not Shastram and Shravanam. Desire for Atma Jnanam and Shastram. And you are all following. Very good. Desire for Atma Jnanam and Shravanam put into the second D. And third D is what? Shastram, Shravanam, Atma Jnanam and Shravanam, Atma Jnanam and Shastram. I hope I am not confusing you. Atma Jnanam and Shastram comes under second D. Shravanam and Guru comes under third D. Okay, desire for 3 Ds. If you want to come out of first 3D. Okay, that is Bhayankaram. This is Sukhakaram. Clear? Another 3D also I am going to give later. Not now. Now, finally we have arrived at what? The Guru is very important to do Shravanam. That Shravanam is Shastra Shravanam. To get Atma Jnanam, to get Moksha, through that I get Sukham. Now you know why you are attending Gita classes. All of you know this topic. I know that. Okay. Because in one of my talk, previous pujas, I took this talk. Next point is, there are some people, some followers of someone, they ask, see, you say self-knowledge alone is moksha karanam. The self is Atma. Atma is not far from me. I know when I am receiving the cash, I want to get money from bank, I write self. I know very well that Atma I am. Self check, no? You are right, no? The leaf la. And Atma I am. Is there a need for a Guru? Is Guru required for moksha? Many people come to conclusion there is no need of Guru to attain moksha. Why? Moksha means Atma Jnanam. Atma Jnanam means Atma I am. For that what I have to do? Not to approach a Guru. I have to do inquiry. I have to question, who am I? I have to inquire here. Atma is here, very intimate, very close, very proximate. Therefore, when Atma is here, I have to do sadhana to know that Atma, like meditation, samadhi, abhyasa. For that you are recommending to go to a Guru. It's meaningless. There are people. Is Guru required for this? For that Shastra says. Shastra gives the answer. But Shastric answer we see. Later, our experience, what answer we can give, we will see. Shastra says in Mundakopanishad, Tad Vijnanartham sa Gurumeva Abhigachet Samitpanihi Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. Upanishad says, Mundakopanishad says, Tad Vijnanartham, Atma Vijnanartham, Saha, that person who is afraid of 3D. Who is afraid of 3D? All are afraid of 3D. So, Gurum eva abhigachet. He should approach a Guru. How? Samitpanihi. With twigs, dry twigs in his hand. That samit he has to take. That samit, either arasamaram or twigs, these attipalam, atti tree, that twigs he has to take. The dry twigs indicate, oh Guru, I am ready. Like these twigs catch the fire, I am ready to catch the Jnana Agni. That twigs indicates and gives to his Guru, and Guru has to teach. Tad Vijnanartham sa Gurumeva Abhigachet Samitpanihi. What type of Guru? Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam Paramaguru. Shrotriya means one who is very much learned. No? The one who has got a Guru. One who has got a Guru means one who has studied under his or her Guru. He is known as Shrotriya Guru. Not only Shruti Pramanam, Smriti Pramanam. Bhagavad Gita also Lord Krishna says in the 4th chapter, 34th shloka, Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. Oh Arjuna, one has to go to a Guru. Tadvidhi. Tadvidhi means Atma Vidyartham, to know one's own Atma. Because Atma Jnana alone is the cause for 3D problem. So Atma Jnanam release the person from 3D problem. So Atma Jnana Praptyartham Tat Vidhi. Tadvidhi, what to do? Pranipatena, you have to approach a teacher by how? Do Shashtanga Namaskara. First, approach your Guru not with empty hands. Take something in your hand, either dry twigs or fruits or phalam or something. Anything you can take. Do Shashtanga Namaskara. Pranipatena. Dandavat Pranam. Then what? You have to ask. Pariprashnena. I want to come out of 3D. You have to ask. How to come out of this 3D problem? What are those three? Again, decay, disease and death. No one can escape, inevitable. But how can you ask that? Shastra says it is possible. It is possible. How is it possible? I won't say here. You have to come to the class. I won't say here. So, that Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya, serve. By serving your Guru, you have to ask the question. Without doing namaskara, without offering anything, without serving Guru, just like that you should not ask anything. You have to please your Guru. Who says? Krishna Paramatma says. Krishna Paramatma pleased his Guru Sandipani. Rama pleased his Guru Vasishtha. Like that, one has to please his Guru. Has to make Guru happy by his intense desire for moksha. Not by giving only fruits, money, not only that. That also you have to give. Not only by just serving. These are also there included, but by asking Brahma Vidya. I want to come out of this 3D samsara bhavaroga. Please tell me what is the vali. Pariprashnena sevaya. Then Krishna says, when you approach like that, what that Guru does? Sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam. Once you do service to Guru, Guru is so happy and he just gets an idea, thought in the mind. In the சிஷ்யனுக்கு ஞானம் வரட்டும், அவர் நினைச்சாலே போதும். நினைச்சதுக்கப்புறம் அப்போ தான் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகும் டீச்சிங்கு. அவர் நினைக்கணும். உபதேக்ஷந்தி தே ஞானம், ஆத்மஜானம் தே உபதேக்ஷந்தி. ஹூ? ஞானினாக. தே ஆர் ஞானிஸ். They are wise people. Wise people are those people who knows and knows he knows. Who is wise? He who knows and knows he knows. What spelling? K-N-O-W-S, not N-O-S-U. He who knows and knows he knows is a wise person. Jnaninaha. Not only that, Krishna Paramatma says, Tattvadarshinaha, Brahmanishtaha. Wise person, Brahmanishtaha, those who are wise and they know that they know, they teach and they give knowledge to that person. Upadekshanti te jnanam, jnaninaha tattvadarshinaha. Everyone is not a tattvadarshi. They may be a scholarly person, but not tattvadarshi. Lord Krishna is very particular. You have to approach a Parama Guru who is a Tattvadarshi. Therefore, now what we have to do? All the 6 Ds you have converted into 3 Ds. Sukha Ichcha, Moksha Ichcha, Atmagnana Ichcha, Shastra Ichcha, Shravana Ichcha, Guru Ichcha. Once you come to Guru, what you will get? Atmagnanam. This is Shastric answer. Shastra says, Shastragnopi Brahmanveshanam Swatantrena na kuryat. Even a scholarly person, Vedic scholar also should not study Shastra by himself independently. Therefore, one has to go to a Guru. Not only that, Chandogya Upanishad says, Acharyat kadhita vidya sadhishtam prapat. That vidya which I receive from a teacher, not through internet or CD or cassette or any way, but directly from a teacher, sakshat, acharyat kathita vidya sadhishtam prapat. It becomes fruitful, it becomes meaningful, purposeful. That vidya alone is the vidya. Shastric exam. This is a statement, all this. Now come to from worldly angle, from our experience also. It's very important. This is answer for those people who are all telling, is Guru required for moksha? No, for those people this answer is very, very important. A Shastric answer. Now I come to that our experience, Anubhava. When parents want to send their son or daughter to study so and so subject, either physics or chemistry or computer or music or dance, any science for that matter, what parents search for? My son has to study so and so course, he should get first rank and he has to study under a which teacher? Well learned scholarly person. Yes or no? If my son want to get knowledge in physics, I search for a physics scholar who is well learned in physics, so that my son or daughter will get physics knowledge. Suppose my son wants chemistry knowledge, to remove the chemistry ignorance, I search for a chemistry professor so that my son will go and get chemistry knowledge. Suppose my daughter wants to get music knowledge, I see a teacher who is qualified in music. I send my daughter or son to that teacher to get music knowledge. Suppose my son or daughter wants to get dance knowledge, they have to come out of this dance ignorance, ajnanam. I search for a dance teacher who is well learned. That means what? The teacher you are searching for, and that teacher also well learned in that Shastra. Yes or no? A teacher without Shastra, you never invite. So, once you are choosing a teacher for your son or daughter, two things you keep in your mind. One is person, well learned, in which field? Connected subject field, I see that. His qualification. Every mother, father does this. Are you doing or not that? For physics ignorance, to remove physics knowledge, physics professor. To remove chemistry ignorance, chemistry professor, chemistry, that Shastram. Music teacher, to remove music ignorance and the music knowledge. To remove self-ignorance. To remove self-ignorance, I have to see a teacher who is knowledgeable in self. Atma Jnani, the teacher alone can remove Atma Ajnanam. Not my daughter or son, my only. I am just as that is how you are searching for. There is no any exception for this self-knowledge also. How can you say self-knowledge come within? Chemistry knowledge can come within. Physics knowledge can come within. Mathematics knowledge can come within. By meditation, by samadhi, music knowledge can come, dance knowledge come. Which knowledge can come? Tell me. Which knowledge can come? No knowledge can come. Without the teacher, without the Shastra. Do you agree with me? This is what? Our Anubhava. Therefore, Shastra says, just as for other sciences you are searching for, if you want to come out of from that first 3D, and the third 3D you want to capture, you have to capture the Guru. How to capture the Guru? You keep the Guru in your heart. Capturing not by only camera. That also you capture. Doesn't matter. It is also good. But capture the Guru and keep in your heart. Where is my Guru? That's what Pujya Swami said. Why in our Hindu temples they don't allow to take photographs? Swami said, Pujya Swami, Dayananda Saraswati Swamiji said, because our parampara, achara, expects a person to capture the God in the heart, not in the camera. Not to capture in the camera, you have to capture the Bhagavan in your heart. Like that, I have to capture my Guru in my heart. Clear? Is Guru required for moksha or not? How much percent? 80% or 90%? 100%. 100%. Now they ask another question, those followers. Okay. Is Shastra required to get moksha? Now they turn their attention towards Shastra. How Shastra can give? Shastra means what? Vedic mantras, Upanishadic mantras, statements. Can this Shastra give moksha? Atma is here, self is here, Shastra is outside. Upanishad books are outside. Mundaka Upanishad, Kena Upanishad, 30 rupees, 40 rupees, all are outside. Atma is within. Why Shastra? Is Shastra required for moksha? They come to conclusion, no, Shastra is not necessary at all. Therefore, we never attend Shastra classes. Bhagavad Gita classes தேவை இல்லை, உபனிஷத்து classes அது மேல தேவை இல்லை. ஏன்னா எனக்கு புரியவே புரியாது. பிரம்மசூத்ரா தேவையே இல்லை. So, Shastra is not necessary. Why? The reason they give, Atma is here. Atma is here. That is myself. Therefore, I want to search one day. I want to get Atma Anubhava. Shastra is outside. How can Shastra give Atma Anubhava? I want to experience that Atma. For that, what we say, Shastra marku povenda namame answer kodukalam. I used to give all the time, you know that answer. Your face is here. Your face is here. Why you are taking the help of external mirror to see your face? Tell me the answer. If you give me the answer, then I will give another answer. When your face is so intimate, so close, so proximate, why you are seeking the help of external mirror? Tell me. Atma is here. Shastra is outside. Therefore, I don't want to take Shastra help, support. Then I ask you, face is here. Face is intimate. Face is close. When it is very close, very intimate, why can't you see your face? Come on, see your face. You can never see your face. Therefore, what do you do? Every day you go, take the mirror and see your face. Like that, just even though your face is there, near to you, close to you, proximate to you, you are taking the help of that external mirror to see your beautiful face, handsome face, okay, face. Apply panni, cream apply panni, oru nala. One day, every day, morning, afternoon, enna samani, eppa time kadikarado appopalla. Paathikirenna. How many times you are looking into the mirror to look at your face? Are you interested in face or mirror? Face. You are not interested in mirror. You love mirror because it shows your face. Mirror todachi. Clean panni. You are interested to see your face. Similarly, Shastra Darpanam we use. Not that we are interested in Shastra. I love Shastra, I am interested in Shastra. Shastra show my real nature. Shastra Darpanam, it show my real nature. That is why Shastra is required just as mirror required to see your face, to see your real nature, inner nature. Shastra is required. Is Shastra required for moksha? What is the answer? Shastra is very much required. Without Shastra, you can never claim that Aham Brahma Asmi. I am the substratum of this universe, you can never say. To some extent, without Shastra, you by Samadhi, Yoga, Abhyasa, you can say, I am not the body, I am not mind, I am not Mano, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara, I am separate. You can sit for some time. You can understand, distinguish. Afterwards, you will stagnate. You can never know this Jivatma is Paramatma. This Paramatma alone is the substratum. Mayeva Sakalam Jatam, Mai Sarvam Pratishtitam. Without Shastra help, you can never know. All those followers are wasting their time and energy because of arrogance. Because of arrogance. Arrogance, because of that, they nourish their ignorance. They nurture their ignorance. Shastra is not the loser. Guru is not the loser. If I reject Shastra, if I reject Guru, I am the loser. So remember those examples very well. Then you give much more respect to Shastra and Guru. So, Guru is required for moksha. Shastra is required, then only I can get release from what? 3D. Then how to get the last 3D? Now, I am approaching Guru after listening lot of upanyasams of Swamini. Or Swami, somewhere some teacher is telling Sampradaya Guru, who is emphasizing the importance of Guru, systematic study of scriptures under a competent teacher. Swami Paramarthananda Swamiji often emphasize this. Systematic, consistent study of scriptures under a competent teacher for a length of time is compulsory. So, that study is what? You have to take 3 disciplines. In that, when you approach Guru, when you approach Shastra, Guru, Vedanta, Vakyeshu, Vishwasaha, Shraddha, once you get, then you have to take another 3 Ds. To come out of first 3D, you have to take another 3 Ds. Adinna Swamini, what are those 3 Ds? You know that. But I am putting in a different format, that's all. Discipline, any discipline that I follow, Karma Yoga discipline. Karma Yoga discipline I have to take up. Veda Purva Dwara, Karma Kanda, Upasana Kanda Dwara, I have to take up Karma Yoga discipline number 1. Then Upasana Yoga discipline number 2. Then Jnana Yoga discipline number 3. Take these 3 disciplines. Disciplines means what? I follow. I implement Karma Yoga in my life. I follow Upasana Yoga. Don't ask me what is Karma Yoga, Upasana Yoga, Jnana Yoga. So care of my previous classes, lectures. If you do not know, listen further. So 3 Ds are very important. Now I would like to conclude. Our culture is that, Pujya Swamiji says, Hindu culture is that which releases the person, a releasing culture. Cultivates and culminates. Cultivate, culminate, Swamiji sollala, na solren. Swamiji enna sonnarunna, culture that release you from all types of rituals, Karma Yoga, Upasana Yoga, any sadhana. The culture prepares you. All Shodasha samskaras, 16 samskaras comes under culture. Namakaranam onwards, Pumsavanam onwards, Upanayanam onwards, Vidyabhyasam onwards, Vivaham onwards, every samskara cultures you. Culture that cultivates you, then culminates you. Another example I would like to give. Shastra is like a CD. No CD world, no now. Guru is like a CD player. CD is useless without CD player. Don't say about iPod. Okay. I am not talking about iPod. iPod has got its own limitations. CD is useless without CD player. CD player is useless without CD. Guru without Shastra cannot release me from first 3D. Shastra without Guru cannot release me from first 3D. 3-dimensional problems. Nammave mudiyile Swamini. And the 3D nijama release ahumana. No doubt. Shastra gives guarantee card. So that Shastra, that which cultures you, cultivates you, culminates into moksha, is our culture. Religion is that which releases you from all sorts of rituals. That's why Hindu religion is superior, most religion, because it releases me. My culture never frees me, but it frees me. It frees me. It gives me freedom. You are free from all. You need not do anything. Now you are liberated. Because you have already followed. You have cultivated. So CD and CD player. Another example. A seed can never be cultivated without the cultivator. A seed can never give fruits or flowers. It cannot be useful for humanity without the cultivator. Cultivator is the Guru. Seed is the Shastram. I have to use the Shastram, study under a teacher who cultivates. The entire Shastram in my heart, this is the field. My mind, my body, my mind, my intellect is the field where my Guru is the cultivator. Sow the seed, Shastra seed. Therefore, I need a cultivator. I brought up in a cultivating culture, and I take my help of my Guru who is the cultivator, and he helps me to culminate into Atman, so that I can be free from 3D problem. So first 3D, decay, disease, death. And the middle 6 D's are, again you have to remember, I'll repeat again, okay. Sukha ichha to, moksha ichha to, atma gnana ichha to, shastra ichha to, shravana ichha to, guru ichha. 6 D's, never forget. And last 3 D's, karma yoga, discipline. First, middle 3 D's are desire, 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 desire. Last 3 are disciplines. Karma yoga discipline, upasana yoga discipline, and gnana yoga discipline, where Lord Krishna elaborately discussed in Bhagavad Gita. So therefore, understand, we are with the help of the last 3 D's, and we hold on to the 6 D's and release from the first 3 D's. Are you interested in that? Then come to next class. Therefore, we thank to all our Gurus Parampara on this Vyasa Purnima day. Because of that teachers, the Parampara, Brahma Vidya Parampara, I have to thank them. I show my gratitude to them. I have to worship them. I have to release myself from what? From everything. I have to go into religion, grow out of religion. Enter into culture, grow out of culture. That is why a Jnani, Tattvadarshi is not belong to any culture, any religion. Once he has culminated into that truth, reality, Atma Tattvam, Aham Brahma Asmi, there is no need of any cultural background, any religion, because he are already crossed. All Gurus also will be happy. Bhagavan, of course, is also happy. Jnanitu Atmaiva me matam mama priyaha, Bhagavan said. Therefore, remind ourselves and take full swing again. You have to konjam vandi slow irunda enna and the 3D first 3D release pandradhula and the vandi konjam mulla mullama poinda irukku the goods vandi madri. Suppose my study, my shastra, quality time, quality mind, if I am not giving, come on again, pick up the thread, start your journey, spiritual journey. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.